Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. There's an authority to your energy now, as well as almost like a firmament, like a certainty about who you are and what your direction is forward. This is also things like authority, government, rules, regulations, somehow working for you. Having a sort of mature sense of self that's coming out right now. Pisces, this is a week ahead tarot card reading for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is your message. This is a timeless message. It comes to you when you call it to you. It's also a week ahead message because the energy here casts out for about the week in front of you, what you're going to be experiencing. I'm going to leave that card there. Please take it where and how it resonates. If you need personal readings, you need a deep dive into your astrology and a specific situation, go check out my website, bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can schedule and book right there on the time that's right for you. We're going to leave that right there as well. Pisces, this is Capricornian energy. It's really solid, and there's really interesting energy because Saturn is actually in Pisces right now. And as I'm doing this reading, it is conjuncting. It is conjunct with the sun and Mercury. So go check out my astrology motivation video. I did a whole video on it today with regards to what was going on in the astrology. Let's get into this reading. Okay, hold on. Pisces. We've got a lot of past going on here. So it's going to be interesting what comes out into the future. So Spirit has your back. This is Great Spirit. It's the energy of consciousness, of awareness, of realization, of having personal authority over yourself, and also feeling supported. Now, a lot of times that support can come from within. So having a strong constitution, which I was trying to describe in the opening. This is an energy of feeling and knowing the direction Spirit is pulling you into, and knowing and feeling supported. Or it's a message for those of you who are losing doubt. Spirit does have your back in this. Things are going to shift, but there's no future. So we've got to get into what's going on here. Slow and steady wins the race. This is Cancerian energy. Interesting. This is Cancerian energy. This is Saturnian energy, Capricorn energy for me. This is paternal energy, mother energy. We have slow and steady wins the race. This is about feeling good about yourself, feeling connected to yourself, feeling emotionally stable, taking your home with you. But this would have been a while ago. Something between now and then. It's growing up. What it is, that's what it is. It's youthfulness and slowly becoming, and then it's now having an understanding of who you are and where you belong and what your direction is, and feeling that stability. Slow and steady wins the race, and Spirit has your back. He's looking at something, and I've got to understand what that is, Pisces. Be at home. This is Cancerian energy too. Be at home. Slow and steady wins the race. Be at home. Maybe something in the beginning of your life happened or started very, very slowly. It definitely started at home. It definitely started to plant its seeds while you were a kid. Trying to describe this, slow and steady wins the race. Be at home. And then we have give with gratitude and grace. This is Aquarian energy, so incorporating everybody in community. Give with gratitude and grace. Be at home. Slow. There's some connection to where you are now and where you had been, or where you started from. and maybe feeling like you need to go back there, or you need to be connecting or reconnecting to your roots to understand or stabilize at this time in your life. Spirit has your back moving forward. Geez, what is it you're exactly trying to say, God, with all this past stuff? What is Pisces? You're remembering. You're reflecting. You're reflecting on your beginning or where you came from. You're reflecting on maybe things that you were told or support that you got. Whatever it is, you're reflecting on your home. Maybe even tying up loose ends. There's a time of reflection now. This week, that's what it is. This week is a time of reflection on where you've been and where you come from, so that you can tie up those loose ends and decide, well, where am I going? And now, what do we have? We have Scorpionic energy. So this is, it's almost like you had to go back to the beginning in order to restart. That's what it's like, because that's what the Scorpionic energy is present for. It's about metamorphosis. It's about going back to your beginnings to once again shed your cocoon and expand your wings. There's that sense of needing to be in a familiar place to be able to expand or metamorphosize. Reflecting on past pains, past hurts. Maybe this week there's going to be a lot that's coming up with regards to toxicities that you have to really face and allow to come up and heal, or allow for things to just be completely done and over. But it seems like you had to go back to the beginning in order to be able to develop from this point on. Yeah, wow. Wow. Then we have Ace of Wands. So it's going back to the beginning is what's giving you this brand new beginning and this brand new chance. That's what it is. This is really exceptional energy. This brand new start, fresh start. Okay. If any of you are lost, I think you need to go to a place where you know you're safe, where you don't doubt it. And for a lot of this coming up as home, like in a place where people will just sort of nurture you and care for you. Reflecting on that and realizing that that's what you need right now is going to help you start in a new direction. It's like where you need to go in order to start over. And then we have a brand new start, a brand new beginning. So that's what your mission is. That's sort of what you're being called to do now. And there is a new start. There is a new direction, new. This is starting to head toward the future. Maybe new passion, new understanding, new way of looking at things. Fresh start, because you're dealing with whatever this was from the past, tying up those loose ends, as well as confronting it, relaxing, starting over. It just feels like you guys need a safe space right now. Moving into the future. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So you don't want to make the same mistakes again. You don't want to have to carry in the same mistakes over and over again. So let's try to help you out with that. People are going to be very happy to see you, or friends that are surrounding you that really care about you and that are celebrating you. Right? A fresh new start around friends who are celebrating you, people that you feel connected to. And then we have this 7 of Pentacles in reverse, which is really, it gets worse. It doesn't get better. 7 of Pentacles in reverse kind of is more like, that's it. It's done. It's completely destroyed. There's nothing that you can do. So it's almost like... It's almost like, don't get into your comfort zone. This isn't a time for comfort. After you've healed and allowed yourself to reemerge, there is that sense of, I don't want to make the same mistakes again. That's what I keep hearing. Okay, so what do they do? What steps can they take now? Don't rush in. That's what I'm hearing. Don't rush in. Don't be too quick. Don't let one good time or a few good times make you think that that's all it's going to be is good times. There's that sense of find your happiness, find your stability, find your place. But what is this? Nine of Cups, where is the happiness coming from? Where is the happiness coming from? Is it coming from pleasure or true belonging? We have Capricorn energy. It's like almost like you don't see, or you're not consciously aware that what you're identifying as happiness is actually sickness. It's actually addiction. And that's where there's confusion here. And it's almost like, I don't understand why I continue to be stuck, because your desires continue to be the same. So it's not necessarily where you are or who you are that has to change. It's what you desire and what you consider happiness that really has to change. And fulfillment should not be based on these pleasures. I only say that because we have that Capricornian energy. There's lots of restriction here. There's lots of ties. This can be addiction. It's disconnection. It's feeling disconnected, like I don't know which direction to go in because I'm disconnected. So, okay. God, let's help them reconnect. What does Pisces need to do? What does Pisces need to do right now? What do they need to do? Temperance. Okay, so learn to not take things to the extreme. Figure out a solution like an in-between. Take it slow and go easy and have faith. So you need temperance. Temperance is not rushing into things or taking things extreme, but instead finding the best of both worlds and how to make two things work together. It's almost like something is fighting inside of you. Right? So it's almost like look for the in-between or look for the third path. And the third path may be the path you have to blaze yourself. So, okay. Yeah, we have Queen of Wands here. That's once again fire energy. Somebody could be Sagittarian energy, somebody that you're very attracted to, or something that's very attracted to you, something that stands out, somebody who has a lot of courage. It seems like there's conflict here between your comfort zone and where you are now, and the inability to let go of what used to make you feel good. So there's some sort of friction that's happening there. Okay, so you just need to be aware of this right now. The Star card is here upright, so this is about aspirations, goals. This is Aquarian energy as well. This is a sense of just kind of community and feeling a sense of I'm just going to keep it at aspirations. Why am I uncomfortable right now, God? Why what's going on here with Piscean energy that I don't feel? Ten of Swords, because there's some sort of ending here. There's something that has to be completely and totally done. Or it's like finish. Don't continue. Me? No. It's almost like you're trying to pretend like you can make this work out, and you can't. You haven't completely let something go, and you have to let it go. You have to let it be completely done. That's what you really need to do. You have to end something. You have to accept the pain and accept the failure. And the only way that you're going to move forward is if you allow that to be completely over with. And maybe that doesn't make you happy, but what should make you happy is this really reality, this truth, connecting with reality again. There seems resistance right now for you against reality and jumping into something too quickly. It's almost like something made you happy all of a sudden. It's almost like when you're sick and you go and you stay home and you rest and you sleep and you sweat it out, and then all of a sudden your fever breaks and you're feeling a little bit better. And the first thing you do is go back into the gym and force yourself to run an hour on the treadmill. And then you wonder why you get sick again. Like, that's what God is trying to sort of warn you about right now, is like, just because you had one really good day, don't think that all the stuff that hurt you in the past is over. It's not. It still has to end, and that one good day is a deception. It's a deception not because you won't get better if you continue to heal and let yourself rest, but because you think I can get back into it again. It's like It's like the drug addict with the drug, the sense of, oh, I've been sober for 30 days, I've been sober for 3 years, I can take a drink, I'll be fine, I've mastered this. You haven't. You have to be completely done with it. It's got to be over. And that's why I'm feeling resistance, because it's almost like I want to jump right back into what got me into a place of needing rest and needing to start over to begin with. And next time around, it's just gonna completely ruin me. So what you don't want to do is set yourself up for that. That is in the future, which means it can still change. But you don't want to set yourself up for that. You want to be in a place, Pisces, where you're actually starting new, not jumping right back into the old that hurt you just because you feel a little bit better and refreshed. That's what it's saying. So please be wary of that. We've got to pick a moon card. And I can feel your discomfort, and I can feel your resistance to wanting to hear the message of this hasn't really changed. You know, jumping back into this is just going to lead to, you know, even worse, because you're getting yourself even sicker. Have you really started over? Have you really started fresh? Have you really started something different or new? Or are you still trying to be, are you still the same person, just in a different geography, right? Like, that's kind of what it is like, how have you changed and how have you let something be over, right? You have to let it be over for something new to begin. Be bold and make the first move. So the universe is depending on you to initiate this, okay? And then we have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So if you initiated something recently in this sort of, gosh, I'm sorry about that. In this, not reactionary, impulsive energy, impulsive decision, it's going to drastically impact your ability to actually, I think, get done what you wanted to get done. And it might change things. There's a new moon eclipse happening on April 4th, April 8th. In the beginning of April, there's a full solar eclipse. We had an annular eclipse back in Libra season, back in October. And so it's almost like the changes that you made were only like dipping your toes in. The changes that are happening in April solidify it completely. It's a complete stop. It's a complete finish. It's a complete done. So it's like, if you don't like what's happened since October, or you haven't been happy, it's because maybe you haven't really completely committed yourself to it, because it could be even hardship that has to be over, right? But the sense of the complete finish of this cycle is going to happen around April for you. This is a complete new moon solar eclipse. Be bold and make the first move. It's like what do you mean by that, God? I think start changing now. Be finished with it by then. Find your strength, find your courage to be finished with something by then, to be done with it. And really let it go from your very soul, and not just, tiptoeing your way out of it. It's got to be done. Strength is necessary, and then we have the Page of Swords. So this is a new communications over the internet. I don't know if you've been communicating to somebody or keeping in touch by something that you have a strong connection with. It's almost like this sense of that's what has to be done, or has to be finished, or be brave enough to start what you haven't really started yet, which is this new life, or whatever this new direction is. Have you even given it the chance to actually get strong, or allow itself to get strengthened? I don't know what this Page of Swords is supposed to be. Can you please clarify? Can you please clarify for Pisces? Please clarify. There's a lot you guys are going under. Defeat. It's almost like you're still trying to hold on to any bit of hope, that even little tiny tidbits that they're more than they are. They're not. Like all of that is going to do is tempt you back into a place where you're going to experience something worse than what you thought you left behind. So this is a beautiful warning for you. This is you. This is King of Cups. Or this could be just cutting a Scorpio, because Scorpio came up, like cutting it off. Be done, be finished with something that has to do with Scorpio or scorpionic energy or those toxins. Like it's got to be done. Or it's leading to the defeat of the demise of you. I hope that's clear. Let's go to the extended if you want a little bit more insight into this. I'm happy to give it to you. I'll see you guys there.